Well, I'm at the car show. Kind of depressed after what I found out about Jem today. But maybe all these old cars will cheer me up or make me feel worse. I don't know. But I'm going to the car show. It's a pretty big car show. More cars are arriving. Coming in there. Let's see if there's any friends here or new friends to make. Let's try to be gregarious. I'm curious about this one over here. Selectria. Never heard of a Selectria. I wonder what it is. This must be like an all-electric car. Yeah. 1996 electric car. Yeah. This is amazing.
I was just at his house.
I wonder where this car's human is. I would like to talk to them about that. That is very interesting. So cool.
I never seen a Chevrolet sign.
I gotta make these a little tougher because everybody's got a phone checking. All the bank robbers, moonshiners, all drove those Fords. How about John Dillinger? What did he drive? He had a preferred car and it wasn't a Ford. Anybody know what it was?
And El Camino. Always like the looks of these. This is really cute too.
Hold on. It's Dusty. Every time I see you, you always eat.
Where is the Angelo? That's so cool.
You gotta have the big
This
military.
truck is on an incredible lift. Is this yours?
No.
No?
Yeah, see, it's got the way the body's mounted on it. I could do that with my
There's all that POR15 on all of the frame.
do my old farm stuff like that. So that's about another 10.
Gremlin. I'm not sure. I gotta look at this. Hi, is this yours?
No, we were just going to ask you.
Oh, it's so cool.
Looks like it might have been a post office.
It's a gremlin.
There's two of them. There's that one right there, too. I thought this was in better shape, but it's not.
It's an AMC Gremlin. They're so cool. I love these things. Although I do like the Pacer and the Eagle more. But these are so cool. It would be really cool if I could find a Pacer here.
You call someone to come get you.
There's some gremlins on the
Gremlin sign
too.
on the door. Yeah, there's gremlins on the door. Are you the owner?
Yes.
Oh wow. You don't mind me filming, right?
No.
Cool. Oh wow. So there is another little gremlin on the door. They're so cute.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And on the other door, too. Of course.
This whole car is so cute. I'm actually a big AMC fan.
Are you?
Especially love the Pacer and the Eagle.
Ah.
I do appreciate the Gremlin, but my top favorite are the Pacer and the Eagle. But these are so cool.
I don't know what my favorites are. I like all AMCs.
Yeah, you know, they all have their charm.
They had a pretty good regional meet for years over in Massachusetts.
Really?
Summer, yeah. And I used to go to that regularly.
Uh-huh.
I let my membership dues lapse, I think, so I'm not getting the newsletter. But
Oh.
they would have lots of AMCs that you never see. One year they invited the Metropolitan Club, and there were 14 Metropolitans there, in all sorts of guises. Fire chief Metropolitan, police Metropolitan. I thought it was pretty neat.
Wow. You know, I think AMC was so innovative. You know, it's like most American car companies, it's all about the bottom line. And of course, they couldn't hold the bottom line, and that's why they are no more. But the innovation that came out of them is really amazing.
Yeah, well, our family car when I was young was an AMC, so that's really what got me started.
Oh, wow.
Then my father bought another one, and that was a 62 cross-country wagon, one with a third seat in it.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
Yeah. I drove, I worked on as much as I could, but the rust finally got it.
I have an '02 Subaru Outback, and I just put it up on the lift today. I was going to do the POR 15 on the underneath, and found out the rear frame cradle is so rusted it's starting to crack. And now I'm just like, I don't know.
Subaru now also.
You do?
Yeah.
What kind of Subaru?
It's Impreza. It's four-door. Nothing unusual. What is it? W524? I can't remember.
Not WRX.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, the WRX.
We had a woman down the street had one of those for a while.
Oh.
And now she's got an Outback.
I love my Outback. I was just so devastated to find out what I did today.
Yeah.
Because I was all set to preserve it. You know, I want to keep the car. I want it to be a classic of the future. Because they're really rare, you know? And
unfortunately, Subarus have a similar method of construction to American Motors, unit body. They simply don't hold up as well in the Northeast because of the salt problem.
I know. I hate the salt problem of the Northeast. I'm actually planning to move out to Washington as soon as possible. And so I'm just trying to preserve the car I have, because if you buy a new car and you're making payments, you have to pay the sales tax again out there when you go to register.
Double time.
Yeah, they get you coming and going. So I was really hoping to keep my Subaru going, but I don't know right now. Although I talked to another person who says, well, it's actually fixable. It's like a $400 part, and then the installation. Still a little outside of my price range with everything else I need, like the exhaust, the catalytic converter.
I know.
It's just like piling up faster than I can keep up with it.
We did that with various cars. My uncle had both his 58 Chevy wagon and his 66. The frame actually rusted out. I welded in a place on Central Avenue. So we had our Corvair done. My mother had a Corvair. The front, I can't remember what you call that. It holds the coil springs. There's a, like, instead of an axle, there's a big piece of metal. And that rusted, so it started to go like this. One wheel was turning.
Oh boy. Yeah.
We had that welded, but it didn't come out good.
Yeah. I've actually been looking at cars today, like even at the dealership. I'm so not impressed with anything that's new.
What kind have you been looking at? Subarus again?
Yeah, I looked at Subarus, Hondas, and Toyotas today.
That's a good choice.
You know what? The Subarus, they're making them now without any heat gauge for the engine. Yeah, it only gives you the red light when your engine's already blown. And I said,
Ford did that way back in '67. Our neighbors had a '67 Ford. There was no temperature gauge on it. But like you say, when the red light comes on, it's already overheating.
I mean, there's been so many times I've saved my car because I keep my eye on that. You know, I've had hoses blow off the radiator and all kinds of crazy things.
Even this has had these problems last fall. Never overheated on me, and all of a sudden the needle was up there. I looked underneath, I couldn't see a thing. What it was the water pump was dripping very slowly.
Oh.
So it probably took a long time for that to happen, but there was no evidence there. Finally, I stopped the car home, got under it, and I could see the drip very slowly coming from that where the water pump is.
Yep.
Yeah.
One
But
thing.
this has a gauge, so I'm very happy for that. I
Yeah.
wouldn't have known.
I told the dealer, I said I wouldn't even want to drive a car that doesn't have the temperature gauge. And he said, you know, Subaru's going to hell in a handbasket. You'd be better off with a Kia. I've actually been hearing good things about Kia.
Well, I had a Hyundai before the Subaru. You know, the plastic front end on my Subaru has been falling apart since I had the car. And just a couple of days ago, evidently I was backing up and caught some brush on the edge of the road. Pulled a big piece down, so it was scraping on the road. And it was thick enough plastic so I couldn't cut it off with my tools. Diagonal pliers was what I had there. And I had to tie it up. Still don't know what I'm going to do with that. It was night. I didn't have a real choice except to call a tow truck. That was the only choice. Couldn't fix it in any decent way. Had a rope in the back, tied it up. I think it had got that much ground clearance on the road, and I was waiting to hear it scrape. It didn't, amazingly. Looks like it has a battering ram on the front.
Yeah, I had a 92 Toyota, and I kept driving that car till it was 23 years old, and then the bumper fell off. Nobody seemed to want to fix it or say that it could be fixed. And the police didn't like me driving it, so then I ended up with the Subaru.
We had a bumper fall off too. It was on a 79 Malibu. It was my father's car that my sister inherited. They got rid of the car. Yeah, because those bumpers are attached to frame on those cars, and if the bumper's fallen down, the frame is in bad shape. And it was.
Yeah. Yeah, it gets real when the bumper falls off.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, what's your name?
Peter Krug.
Hi, Peter. Nice to meet you.
And what's yours?
Heather Martin.
Wait a minute. I thought you looked familiar, and that name is familiar. Do you
Well,
have anything to do with art?
yes, I'm an artist.
I used to work at the, before I retired, Greene County Council of the Arts, Catskill.
Peter from Greene County. Yeah, I'm sure we have met. I've been a member there a long time, sometimes volunteer. I used to typeset the Arts Alive.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I used to work there with Therese and do the Arts Alive.
And do you mostly photograph, or do I don't remember?
I'm multimedia. I do like everything. I do graphic design, a lot of graphic design work, traditional art, you know, stuff for web, advertising, all kinds of things.
I worked there about 4 years, so it was more than that. I enjoyed the time. I liked Kay.
Yeah, me too. I deleted a lot of footage by accident today, so I took a major step backwards. Well, it's really cool to find out that you're into AMC and preserving a gremlin. This is awesome.
I have a Studebaker as well.
Oh, cool.
There are no local chapters of into AMC's around here that I know. I belong to a Studebaker chapter over at Ghent. But AMC, you have to go a distance to find one.
Yeah. And one time I found one for sale in Texas, no rust, nice and clean. I was like, ah! If only.
Well,
Only
that's
I
rare to
could
buy
go out
them
there
in the
and get one.
Southwest.
Yeah.
No rust.
They're so cute. I love the Pacers.
Yeah, my brother-in-law almost bought a Pacer a couple of years ago. It was for sale at the Mills Mansion show.
Uh-huh.
Somebody bought it because I've seen it around, but
Was it brown?
yeah, it might have been two-tone
I-
brown.
yeah.
It was a wagon.
Yeah, I met one. Like the one and only Pacer I ever met. I found it at Stewart's, actually, across the river. And it was parked there, and I was just checking it out, and finally the owner, noticed and came out, and I was like, what is this? Is it foreign? He's like, no, this is an AMC, and this is a Pacer, and he, showed me around it and everything.
I make note of when these cars that I like appear in movies.
Mm.
And,
I could show you the software on my laptop.
Pacer is in one.
There's a gazillion adjustments.
Can't remember now which one.
It was in a Goofy cartoon.
Was it?
Yeah.
The Gremlin was also in the Wedding Singer.
Mm.
Adam Sandler drove a Gremlin. And I think Drew Barrymore did too. There was another one I came across just by accident. The woman was a policewoman, and she was driving a Gremlin. I've seen
A Gremlin police car?
No, it was an unmarked car. It was her own car.
I saw an image on the internet somewhere of a AMC Eagle police car.
In a movie?
I don't know what it was from. It was a photo. It might have been an old photo of one that was used by some police force.
You know what a Nash Healy is?
Hmm?
You know what a Nash Healy is?
Nash Healy?
Yeah, Nash was a parent corporation for AMC. So it was a sports car, it was supposed to be comparable to the early 50s Corvettes and Thunderbirds. And that is very prominent in a movie, old version of a movie called Sabrina.
Uh-huh.
It's William Holden's car.
Huh.
I like movies too.
Saw some AMC muscle cars when I went up to the museum in Saratoga. I was there back in June.
I belong to the Saratoga Auto Museum, so a lot of the events are a little far for me to get to. I don't do good driving at night anymore, so a lot of them with their events are in the evening look good. They had a 50s car last summer, and among other things there, they had a 57 Pontiac Safari wagon. It was, I don't know how much you know about these things. It was a fancy wagon, comparable to the Chevy Nomad, and I had, for years, I had a 55 version. That was really my first old car.
I got it.
My grandmother always had wagons, through the 70s and the 80s. Big. These cars were gigantic.
They made some big wagons.
And
they made a wagon version of this Mercury over here.
Yeah. And I miss those. Those are just, they've imprinted on me. It's like someday I want a big wagon. Like maybe an Oldsmobile custom cruiser wagon or something like that.
That was a big wagon.
Yeah,
in
18
the
feet.
Style.
18 feet long. That's pretty amazing.
It wasn't quite as long as the 59 DeSoto I had. It was 4-door sedan. It was longer than my Safari wagon.
That's why I like those Eagle wagons too. I think the Eagle wagon is the conceptual ancestor of the Subaru Outback.
Yeah.
I really do.
What year?
It was, I think the only original American four-wheel drive wagon in that size, which was the size of a Hornet, which had the same front end as a Gremlin.
Yup.
And I think it was what they had before that, and this is the only one like it I had was Chevy Carry-All four-wheel drive, which was like a slightly shortened Suburban. Most people don't remember the Carry-All.
I love the old wagons. They don't really even exist as a class of car anymore. Yeah, it's crossover, SUV, minivan. That's why I kind of like the Outback, because it's like, to me, like one of the last of the wagons.
There's a dealer here in, actually closer to Athens, who has a lot of Subaru.
That's where I got my car.
B&B? That's where I got
Yeah.
my two Subarus from, too.
Yeah,
My Hyundai.
I like them over there. They're pretty cool.
Yeah.
I managed to jam up my headlight wire and had my lights doing weird things. They fixed it in 15 minutes. It was only $20.
Yeah, I had something like that, too. Oh, I can't think of his name now. The guy with the long hair was the best mechanic there. He fixed it quick, like that. Went up in the junkyard there.
Yeah. Does it have a name?
No, I never have named my cars, although my mother called our 1970 Rebel Lemon.
Lemon?
Yeah.
My car's name is Gem.
That's a good name.
Kind of was researching the heck out of them, decided I wanted to get the 6-cylinder instead of the 4-cylinder because of the timing chain and a little bit more power, which is always cool. And they just happened to have one on the lot, and then I got her registered, and the first license plate was one of the GEM ones, so I'm like, okay, that's your name. Well, we find out. How long have you had this?
I've had this now since 2013. 6 years.
Nice. Yeah. It's a very cool car.
Had to be done to it. It's been very reliable.
This isn't one of the electric prototypes, is it? In the late 70s, they made them with multiple batteries.
There's a guy who comes here who has one of those, but it's a GM car, and they made it on a small little chassis.
Oh, I saw an electric car when I first come in. It's like Soletra or something.
Something new?
No, it was old, but
Is it
it's white, small,
Could be him.
electrical.
I want to say it was on the Geo platform, but I may be wrong.
It was something like, yeah, it was pretty neat. Well, I'm going to walk around a little more and check out all these things. Thank you so much. Front of the Gremlin. Gremlins are so cool. Okay. So this is a Volkswagen, what do you call it, M81?
Type 181.
Type 181. What year?
73, 74. No, 73.
It's a 1973 181 from Volkswagen. We've got the rubber ducky on the front. And this car belongs to my friend Bruce, who's trying to run away. Huh? Don't run away.
Now that the sun isn't shining, I won't get my car.
So, Bruce, how did you come to find this?
My uncle bought it. He found it in Woodstock. He paid $500 for it. It sat in his yard for about a year, and they just gave up on it and he gave it to me. It was
Wow.
running on 3 cylinders at the time. seems like the somebody didn't adjust the valves and some of the push rods were out, so I adjusted the valves and just been running on 4 cylinders since then.
Wow.
Definitely worth 500.
So
But right now it's probably worth about, who knows, 5,000. But I did another restoration on it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I put
What
in,
did you do?
all the rust is gone.
Uh-huh.
That whole rocker panel is new. You can see it's kind of wavy.
Oh, wow.
I did it out of sheet aluminum, like aluminum flashing.
Yeah.
It's definitely an amateur restoration.
Okay.
But at least there's no visible rust.
That is awesome.
It's fun.
I'm all about amateur restoration myself. At the car show.
Seems like a lot of car shows, they give you these stupid plaques, so I got lots of them.
Oh, these are all from the shows it's been
Yeah,
in?
just the shows I've been to. I'm running out of space to put them.
Oh, yeah.
Would you guys like to buy 50/50?
Not me. No, thank you. And see this over here? Maybe about 5 miles from where I live, some guy made about a 20-foot tall Gumby, and he has pokey. He has a lot of things, so I take my nieces and nephews to a ride, and we all have to wear hats, and you're not allowed to hold your hat, and we laugh when the hats blow away, because I have a large collection of hats. But Gumby, because when I had windshields down, I have to have a mirror. So that way it keeps me sort of legal.
Right.
The only thing they can give me a ticket for is I can't see the inspection sticker, because the windshield is always down.
The windshield's always down?
Always.
It doesn't go up anymore?
It does go up, but I put it up sometimes when it rains. When it rains, at least I don't get that wet if I keep moving. But it's a lot more fun than the 51 Plymouth.
It's more fun than the 51
Yeah, the 51
Plymouth?
Plymouth is an old man's car, and like I tell people, I'll be an old man someday. And when I become an old
Not
man,
yet,
I ride the 51 Plymouth. Yeah, I'm just a big kid now. I'll never be a grown-up. I know a few grown-ups, and they just don't know how to have fun. It's better to be a big kid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
And to continue to play with cars.
Yeah, well, the big boys have big toys like this.
Yeah.
We take good care of our
The
toys.
cars just get bigger.
But I have the doors and I have the top, but you don't need that.
No. It's pretty cool like this.
It's fun. The next show I'll bring the Plymouth. And I can even start bringing the S10. It's a 93. To some people it's old. My
Yeah.
wife has a car that I'm telling her it should be a show car. She has a 93 Mazda Miata. That's
Yep.
a fun little car.
I met the Miata.
Yeah, it's a good car. If you have to get a sports car, that's about it. Unless you got lots and lots of money.
Yeah.
That's the only one you can afford.
Skull Street Rod Club.
Yeah, it's a cool club. I met the guy who runs it, and you don't pay any dues. You don't have to go to any meetings. You pay $6 for an ID card and a little skull thing you put on your keychain, and that's it. And it's the fastest growing car club around. A lot of members of the Skulls. I'd say there's probably about maybe 600 or 700 members. So it's kind of cool. Even though it's strictly street rides, they let me in. It's definitely not a street ride.
Nah.
And see that?
But it's
That's a
definitely cool.
special exhaust system. It does make quite a racket.
Oh, wow.
Not the original. The original exhaust system had enough the pipes coming out here and here.
Uh-huh.
But I
Had a dual exhaust. Actually, mind if I look underneath? Wow. Well, thank you very much for showing me around your car, Bruce.
Thanks for showing up here. I didn't
Very
expect
cool.
to see you. That makes up for not being at the baby fair.
Yeah, the car show really did cheer me up. I got to see a bunch of cool cars, see some friends, got some encouragement, and hopefully maybe Jem's not that far gone. Afterwards, I called the dealership that I had gotten her from. I actually called to see if they had any other 6-cylinder cars, which they didn't. And asked to be put on the waiting list for the next ones that come along. And the fellow I spoke to didn't seem to think that the part of the frame that's rusted out is that big of a deal. Certainly not a $4,000 type of issue. So I'm going tomorrow morning back to that dealership and going to see, they're going to take a look at it too and really try to evaluate if this is a car for longevity. Because I'm in the woods. I can't talk about this in front of Jem. It would just be too awkward. So yeah, gonna see tomorrow if there's any hope for her from the people who, you know, it could sell me another car, but they're pretty cool. They seem to be encouraging me to restore this one I have. Yeah, so that's it. I'm just in the park today trying to clear my mind. There was just so much going on yesterday, so much to think about. It's nice to be out here in the woods.